Scalp restoration practitioner, just coming on this morning to talk to clients of the world today, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of talking to stylists because they think they know everything. So it's okay, I understand that. I had to do the research to figure out why do they think they know everything, and I get it. So get in here. As you know, Miss Tanya about to do some yapping this morning, and I'm talking to those that actually sit in the chair, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm sick of trying to talk to the stylist. What's up, Bishop? Good morning, my love. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. But get in here, because as you know, I got something to talk about. You know I got some funny jokes in between time and in the meantime. So get your paper and pencil. I forgot my water. Hold on, Bishop. Have you drank some water this morning, Bishop, yet? Because I already know how we be thinking and how we be living. And I think we think that we can live without drinking water and you're going to be all right by just drinking alcohol and purified water and teas and coffees and stuff like that. Those are all contaminated liquids. You got to get some water up in you. And if you like me, like I used to be, and you be like, I can't drink water because it's nasty. That used to be my struggle anyway. I used to be like, it's nasty, it tastes funny. And I didn't know how to say that because I thought I was crazy, because I thought all water was clean, right? I thought because the junk is clear, it's clean, and it's not. All water's got stuff in it. Even rainwater ain't clear or ain't pure. So I realized at one point in the game, it was like, uh-oh, if I think these things, I think a lot of other people gonna think these things. So what I'm getting on this morning to do is just, I need to get dressed and get out of here. I stayed the night up here in Black Hawk. I lost my ass. I lost about $600 last night. Only recovered $200. So that was a big loss. I lost $500. But it's all right. I'm going to get it back. I spend the check, get it right back. You feel me? Good morning. Remember, I woke up drinking root beer. That's probably, I don't want to talk about you, but that's probably why you are the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Miss Tanya doesn't have a big belly because she don't be eating fried chicken, and I don't be eating donuts and cakes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta keep it sexy. So I came on to wear my shirt, my swag, because I'm also very excited to announce that I'm getting ready to expand. My brand is blowing up. I got people calling on me all over the United States, not just here in Denver, Colorado. So now I've kicked off a tour because I've realized stylists don't want to care. They just want to keep styling and chopping and doing the protein treatments and the locks and the braids and the stuff. So it was like, okay, I had to do that research to realize they don't care about hair. So I thought maybe I should get on this morning and talk to clients, because the industry is all about the client. If there ain't no clients booking with us, then there is no money to be made. So I just thought that I would get up and get on here and start talking to you clients about some of the facts I know y'all don't know about. Number one, do y'all know that half, and I mean 50%, of the individuals that stand behind a chair today aren't even licensed and ain't even been to beauty school? Especially the braiders. Do y'all know that? They asking for deposits and they ain't even been to beauty school. They don't even have a business and they asking for a deposit. Got clients sending a deposit via Cash App? That's how you send money to your kids, right? Or your dude or something, but that's not how you run business. So I just thought that I'd get on here and say, clients, I need y'all to stop being so darn loose and so easy, and start doing your research before you sit in someone's chair. Because I also know that there's more than 50% of clients that don't care about their hair either. They could care less. They don't care if it's falling out. They don't care if their scalp is all flaky and itchy and ashy looking. They don't care. They don't care that it's falling off all on and in the bathroom and all in the combs. They don't care. Don't be trying to come in here and control my life. I see you. Everybody sees you. Why do y'all do that? Y'all clearly live some neglectful lives because y'all get on YouTube and want to be seen Okay, we see you. Dang, you feel relevant now? Dang, that's disruptive. You know what I'm saying? And now you're getting smart. Yeah, I'm busy and I'm too busy to be distracted by you. And you just want me to say hi to you? Go sit down and get some paper and pencil and get you some water because you're acting dehydrated. That's how dehydrated people act. They want to be seen and they want to make sure people hear them. Dehydrated people are not like that. So I want you to go get you some water, baby. Make sure you subscribe and like the live also, because y'all be coming in here and just looking at me without subscribing. So clients don't care either. And sometimes that be a problem for me in my business and my practice because I get these women in my chair and they be like, oh, just chop it off. You should see my face when they say that, and I make them make sense. That's what holistics is all about. I'm going to make your brain slow down, and we got to make it make sense because most people are just popping off and saying things because they're irritated. I get that. But when it comes to the client, it's like you have to understand. Oh, no, I've had to understand. Not everybody cares about their hair. In fact, most women act like they care. And you can tell the ones that really don't care. They ain't got time to care, but they're afraid to say it. And those individuals always have something on it or in it. Women that really care about their hair ain't never gonna braid it. Women that really care about their hair ain't locking it. Listen, I know a lot of women that wear locks and they've said, fuck it. I'm done with trying to deal with my real hair. I'm done with caring for my scalp. I'm just going to lock it up or braid it up. And that's what's up. We can do whatever we want to do. But I've now realized there's a lot of clients that make the job from behind the chair a little harder because they don't care. They only want to come in when they feel like it. They don't want to be consistent. They don't want to listen to the post-session guidelines that they're given. I tell some ladies, no wonder so many women are unhealthy because they go to the doctor and the doctor does tell them what to do after they leave, and the doctor does tell them how long they should go before they come back. But the woman usually doesn't listen to the doctor, so they're doing the same thing in the chairs. But this goes both ways. It's the yin and the yang, because there's some behind the chair that don't care. All they care about is the money. That's why they're using so many products. And I didn't realize that. It was like, oh, this is a strategy. Hairstylists purposely, you see, they didn't go to school to learn no skin. They have zero skincare knowledge and they have zero nail care knowledge. So all they gonna do is style you. They're not gonna care about you. They don't care about what's gonna happen to you after you leave the chair. They don't care about how your hair felt and looked when you woke up the next morning. They don't care because they're only behind the chair for your money. They don't care. That's why they use so many products. Listen, a stylist using heat protectant with a plug up. Listen, we were pressing hair on a damn stove when I first started using the Marcel iron and a pressing comb. And we wasn't using no damn heat protectant. The only individuals that really press and push that bullshit are those that really don't like your hair. They want it to fall out. They want it to get frizzy because that's what happens the next day. We all know this. So I don't understand even why clients are so reluctant to just sit there and let you're gone. I can't stand people like that. Like, dummy, all you're going to do is get removed. Like, I wonder if that makes them feel better to know that you're being removed just because your brain is so calcified. So anyway, let me keep going because this is so important. Stylists are out to get you. They really are. They want your hair to struggle. That's why they use so many products. Because real healthy hair care doesn't need any products. Look, I just shook the new lady, Representative Dominique Jackson, just started her hair and scalp restoration with me. And one of the things that she noticed when we got done is she was like, dang, Miss Tanya, she said, you didn't spray or add anything to my hair. I said, you don't have to. Only those that really don't know what they're doing are the only ones that has to use a whole bunch of stuff. Those that are using a detangler clearly don't know how to detangle hair. Those that are using a heat protectant clearly don't know nothing about heat protectant. And if you want to reach out to me and I'm getting into that gut of yours, reach out, pimpin', because I'm going to help you understand clearly how much you don't know about heat and how much you don't know about detangling. You don't know nothing about black hair care either if you're using conditioner, because none of that is necessary for black hair. You use that on mannequins. You use conditioner on white hair types, not black hair types. Also, the use of these, the edge control on the edges. You clearly know nothing about edge control care because you're using edge control. That is improper practice, definitely gonna give you some alopecia in your edges. But I think there's this world, a tribe, they're up the street. You feel me? They're up the street and around the corner that don't care. That's not me. I just had some little hater, sensitive ass woman come on my live and had the nerve to leave a comment. So she just exposed the fact that she one of these fakers and these pretenders out here charging people for money, and you ain't even been to beauty school. She gonna come on here talking about so is that how you grow your brand, is tearing other brands down? I ain't touched nobody else's brand. What I do and what I say shouldn't have no leverage on your brand, because if you all that, ain't no way I can adjust or affect your brand or what you doing with your clients. So that shows that you one of these fake ass pretenders behind the chair, and you sensitive because you watching me and you listening to me speak the truth about what you should be doing from behind the chair, and you should not be braiding. That should be done on the fucking porch or over in Africa out in the field. Shouldn't be no braids being offered as a damn service. That's what you do at home in between seeing your stylist, damn it. That's the protective style when your hair gets messed up. But these new stylists done brought braids into the industry like it's a hairstyle. It's not. It's a lifestyle for somebody that's got that SOS Brillo pad type hair. But there's so many individuals getting braids and the braiders don't say nothing. They don't care enough to say, hey, you already got a bald spot on the top of your head. So if I braid this little bit of hair that's here, I have to pull it to braid it. So I might break more hairs out, and the braiding is probably gonna make your alopecia worse. But they don't care. They gonna braid right on over your alopecia area because they don't care. You said you wanted a sew-in, so that's what they're gonna do. They don't give a. So I realized clients gonna have to start caring. That's all I can do. What's up, Will? That's my baby. Will, where you been? Guess what, Will? I'm sick of the stylists because they think they know everything, and they think that you have to chop your hair off in order to make it healthy and to make it grow, and they think that you got to add heat protectant to the hair when they're using heat. Little do they know, these clients don't know what they're getting themselves into, so I thought I'd come on and just help them out a little bit. Because, like I said, I was just talking about this little girl. Little sensitive little girl done came and exploded and pulled her panties all the way down on my comments, talking about tacky. You're tacky. No, you're tacky. How about that? You probably ain't even went to beauty school. You probably don't even go and see a stylist. Those be the main ones yapping about what I'm doing wrong. You don't even go and sit with a professional. Miss Tanya sits with a professional. I ain't at home trying to do my own hair. That's like you trying to do your own surgery. I even had to check myself to understand the fact that I can't scratch my own scalp. I can't trim my own ends, but there's a whole world of women that thinks that they can do everything themselves. Hey, I did the research and I realized, not just with myself, I did an independent research study on some other people. We all admit we can't get the back. We all admit you can't hit the proper angle behind your head. You're just doing some improper chopping, which might be the reason why your hair ain't growing right. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't realize all of this was going on in people's heads and in people's minds. And it's like, well, shit. No wonder clients is suffering with so much alopecia. I'm starting to talk to clients and I'm like, well, hold up, client. Your braider didn't tell you how long to wear your braids for? Hmm. I can't say it enough. Y'all acting like the stylists, like y'all know everything. And I can tell a lot of y'all are dehydrated. I can look at your physique. I can tell the way you talk and the things that you say when a person is dehydrated because your pineal gland ain't working right. Clarity is only obtained through hydration. Some people wonder, well, Miss Tanya, why I keep having these nightmares at night? Because you're dehydrated. Miss Tanya, why do I keep waking up snorting and snotting, sounding like a man? And they told me I have allergies. You're dehydrated. That's an acronym for dehydration. Miss Tanya, how come my skin is all blotchy? Because you're not drinking enough water. So you're retaining. Your skin is so dehydrated that it retains even the damn dust floating around us. You got to get that water into your bodies, or else you're just like a fish. Yeah, you can live. No, you're not going to fall over and die tomorrow, but you're definitely going to have fatigues. Headaches are a fatigue. Your stomach hurting is a fatigue. Allergies, your body producing, your nose producing all that mucus, that's a fatigue. Your eyes running. I see a lot of women coming into my practice and got eyes running like a river. They're dehydrated. They don't understand why their eye is producing so much liquid. So many women don't understand why their nose is producing so much mucus. It's because you're dehydrated. You got your body overworking, and that's where the exhaustion comes from. So many people are like, why do I feel so exhausted? Let me tell y'all something. Running up a pot of coffee is not the way to get energy, because I tell everybody, look how many cups you got to drink. Anything you got to do more than once in one day clearly shows that it didn't work, right? Plus, I didn't know caffeine was a damn drug. I'm sitting up getting high. It's like, no wonder they serve that stuff in jail, because, y'all know I went to jail a few times. And it's like, how come ain't no water? They don't bring you water in jail. They bring you tea or coffee, one of the two. Both of those are contaminated liquids made with nasty ass tap water. Did y'all know that y'all making the coffee worse and stronger when you choose to make it with your nasty city tap water? Ugh, I would never. And I would never. Hold on, y'all, because I know y'all get sick of me ignoring y'all's comments, huh? Like, what's the point of going live if she ain't gonna give me no attention? What's up, Bishop? Hi, Bishop. True, thank you. Glad you made it out the homeless shelter. Oh, well, I never went to the homeless shelter X and Y. Mm-mm. I slept in the car. I ain't going to no damn homeless shelter. You clearly have been to one because you suggested it. I ain't going into no shelter. I'll be that one in a tent up the street by myself around the corner in the cut someplace behind a trash can or something, because I've been homeless before. So you can't talk about Miss Tanya, because Miss Tanya's been a crackhead. I've been homeless. I've been a drug dealer. I've been a gang banger. I've been petty. I've been a thief. I've been a wife. I've been a cheater. I've been a mother. I've been a girlfriend. I've been a baby mama. I've been everything that there is to be on earth. I've been an employee. I am a two-time business owner. Some women are just struggling to run one business. I run two. You feel me? And now I'm starting to run all over across the United States, helping clients. Listen, this is hitting kind of hard. Pulling up into other cities and states that got a gang of stylists to offer hair care, because stylists refuse to care. They don't want to care. They only care about the money. And that's what's up. So God told me, Tanya, go on, you pull ups, and stylists don't want to really take the time to invest. Everyone's broke. Everybody got money to go buy alcohol, and everybody got money to go and eat out. But you don't have money to invest into your own education and your own training. Well, that's what's up, because that decision right there is going to keep you stuck and stagnant where you are right now in your life. You feel me? So anyway, let's move on. Oh, so let me tell you, that's a good question. I love a lot of stuff about Atlanta. Let me tell y'all. Now, mind you, I'm from Denver. This is the land where we get everything last. Nothing, I'm the only Black woman here in Denver that's actually created some stuff. Everybody else here in Denver has copied somebody else from the South or from the East. I ain't that. They confused me. So I left them all alone back in 2018 because nobody wanted to help me. I was reaching out to master stylists, was their title on Instagram. And then I would ask them simple ass questions, y'all. Simple questions like, what are the two ingredients in moisture? No. What are the two? Whoa, wait, what was I asking them? Oh, yeah, what are the two ingredients in moisture, right? Instead of just saying, I don't know, Miss Tanya. I don't know everything, because that's the real truthful professional response, right? I don't know everything. I've never heard of that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they get sensitive. Like, what you trying to do? I'm trying to ask you a question. Like, only Black people do that. White people, they just answer it. But Black people always get agitated. Just answer the damn question. And none of them would answer me because I had to go to other people to find out. They were like, Tanya, they just didn't know the answer. Well, why in the hell didn't they just say that? Accusing me of trying to like one girl was like, I feel like you coming for me, Miss Tanya. I am coming for you, damn it. You on social media, on live, telling your followers that you can hydrate with oil. Hydrate your skin with this serum. You sound silly because ain't a drop, a lick of hydration and no oil, not a serum, not an oil. I don't care if it's castor oil, olive oil, my oil, your oil, Houdini's oil, baby oil. I don't care whose oil it is. Shoot, my God, people don't understand. So what I love about Atlanta, I love everything. The climate is better. Denver ain't got no moisture here in the air. Atlanta got a gang of moisture in the air, so your hair is automatically going to grow. So many girls are confused about hair growth, and they think they can offer that as a hairstyle. They don't know how stupid they sound. Because I used to sit back, and I'd be on social media like, why is she talking about she offers hair? I don't even say I offer hair growth, and I grow hair. It's restoration, dummies. And that's exactly how I got to talk to y'all, because that's the only way it's going to jolt your mindset to get you to understand you don't know everything and you don't know what you're talking about. And then I ask them, where'd you get your knowledge from? Then I find out, wait, you don't even have a license? Oh, you didn't even go to beauty school. So no wonder you think hair growth is a service. So y'all clients got to be careful out here in the streets. The game has changed. It's not the same. And now stylists, they are aware that they kind of don't know what they're doing when it comes to real Black hair. That's why they try to talk you into a sew-in. That's why they suggest a wig. That's not hair care. We ain't never glued no damn wig on nobody's foreheads back in the 70s and the 80s. So that's what I'm taking my brand back to. I am taking us, those that want to follow me, you know, that want healthy hair, not kinky brittle. That's not healthy hair. So many individuals over on YouTube mad because they got kinky, wool looking SOS brittle type hair, calling it healthy. That's not healthy hair. It's unmanageable. You can't even get a comb through it. And then to get sensitive about that, it's the truth. You can't get a comb through it. And then to expect and assume that your hair has to look like that, you've been brainwashed and you clearly ain't got no knowledge. Because that's not what real hair looks like. You got moisturization built up on your hair. That's what makes hair look like a SOS Brillo pad, makes it look dull. You got tap water remnants on your hair, and you got moisturization build up on your hair. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting there listening to this and you're like, wait, did she just say moisturization build up? Yeah, y'all ain't did no research. You don't know that your hair is porous, it's alive? Or do you think that it's fake and it's some yarn like the mannequins? Because I think a lot of stylists came out of beauty school assuming that what they did to them fake dummies, because did y'all know that a stylist didn't touch a real person in beauty school? No practice. You see, because what happens with Dora, with the doctors, they take a test too. Did y'all know that cosmetologists and doctors are the only two industries that's got a test? And did you also know that after a doctor gets their license, or yeah, a doctor gets their license to practice, Dora goes in and checks on them, checks their logs, checks their tools, their implements to ensure that things are being sanitized properly, ensuring that safety standards are being upheld. They check on all that. Do you know Dora don't check on nobody from behind the chair? So no wonder girls are using burnt up, dirty flat irons. No wonder women are using dull ass shears. I seen somebody the other day. I went and used her shears and was like, God damn, have you ever sharpened your shears? So I realized that this hair industry is so unregulated that I now have to start talking to the clients, because y'all need to understand, y'all got to start asking, like, do y'all even know who you booking with? Are you booking with a hairstylist or are you booking with a cosmetologist? Because they ain't the same. They do not have the same knowledge. They did not get the same hours of practice in school. So therefore, they're not going to give you the same result. And if if you're struggling with a scalp and you got hair loss going on, clients, y'all better start checking with who you booking with, because I'm saying it again, only a cosmetologist has skin knowledge, period. A hairstylist didn't even touch a human in their theory and classroom work. Yeah, we started on mannequins and skin, but we had to do each other. You feel me? So at least we got to do a facial. You feel me? We waxed some coochies and stuff. We had to do all that. Hairstylists, you got majority of your practical hours on a mannequin. I know better. I went back to being an educator. And I thought to myself, this is why so many individuals are scared to do real black hair. This is why so many stylists want to talk a client into some locks. This is why a client wants to talk a client into some braids. This is why a client wants to talk a client into altering your hair through protein, keratin, relaxers, whatever it may be. They're afraid. I don't suggest relaxers, you feel me? I tell my clients they don't need them. That's facts. They're the ones that think they can't live without them. You feel me? There's a difference. So you got to make sure y'all understand who you're booking with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a gang of individuals. Ain't even been to beauty school. And y'all booking with them and giving them your money, they tricking you. Y'all getting tricked. And I hope that makes you feel good to know that you're booking with somebody that ain't even took a look at what they're supposed to really be doing for your hair. That's the bigger problem of the world today. So let me get to these comments. Are we good? I'm asking you out for a date. Parents don't go out on dates. But you must be a kid. I said that I didn't want this live to be, for kids. Terrence, how old are you? No, I don't go out on dates. I ain't got time for that. I'm busy. I'm a boss lady. You feel me? I love you too. Uh-oh, you must ain't got none, huh? Because my hair was falling out and I had less than this. So I don't give a fuck what you say, Vino. I got more hair on my head now than I did last year this time. And I ain't taking no biotin pills. I don't use conditioner. I ain't braiding my hair and locking it to say that that's the only way I'm gonna get it to grow. So my hair is finally past my shoulders. So I got more hair than I've ever had, baby. And it's healthy. I don't know what your hair looked like, but even if you was, even if you was sitting in my chair, I don't even know what I was about to say, but I know that I got to get in here and show this amazing hair. Yeah, I don't care. Call it short. Call it what you want to call it. Shit, I don't give a fuck. My hair looks better than it done ever looked. And in fact, it looks better than most women's real hair. Because, honey, when they take off them wigs and them weaves, It's devastating. I have to go through that all the time in session one with majority of the women joining my program. And my first question is, how long have you been going with losing your hair like this? And the answer is jaw dropping, because hair loss don't occur yesterday. That stuff's been happening for years. And I'm very, very shell shocked. I mean, shook it to see what these stylists have been doing. The first question I asked them is, who were you seeing before you started with me? And I know these girls here. So it's like, oh my God, little do she know, she running all her little clientele base off with that protein and keratin stuff that she's charging for. Still, hey clients, just so you know, protein and keratin is not a hair loss solution. Neither is conditioner, neither is heat protectant, neither are braids, neither is locks, neither is a K-tip. None of those are hair loss solutions. Y'all are all skipping over the scalp. That's what you got to address in order to ensure you're reversing the hair loss issue. Let me be clear. God gave us hair growth. A stylist can't give you that, client. So stop being what I call, what's the word? Naive. Clients are so naive. Stop it. Because God gave you hair growth, period. Just like God gave you the ability for your heart to beat, okay? I know a lot of women would like to say, well, my heart don't beat that fast. My heart beats faster. Shut up. Everybody's heart beats. No, I can't say that. Everyone's heart beats, okay? You can't change that. You can't change the size. Some people want to say, oh, my heart, I got a big heart. It's the same size as everybody else's. You ain't special, okay? So when it comes to hair growth, God assigned that at birth, baby, or when you was first getting created. So clients, will y'all stop being tricked by stylists trying to convince you that they can give you hair growth as a service? That's like saying, oh, I can make your heart beat, clients. Heartbeats over here for $9.99. Like, clients clearly are moving too fast. Y'all ain't thinking. So, just want to thank y'all for listening to me yap about the fact y'all need to slow down in these streets. I need to put some speed bumps in front of some of y'all, make y'all slow down. Ask your provider that you're picking. You pick that individual. Do the research. Hey, stylists. Hey, hairstylists. Are you a hairstylist or a cosmetologist? Should be the first question a client should be asking an individual before they even book. Then, if you really want high-end results, there's certain things that a real business is going to have, like a Google listing. If they ain't on Google, something's wrong with the business, because any professionally ran business is on Google. Facts. But if the business ain't running right and they don't care and they ain't doing nothing they supposed to do except for tricking you into thinking that they going to give you healthy hair or hair growth and they're offering braids, that's going to give you hair loss. Don't y'all know nothing yet? It's like, look at y'all's edges. Did the wigs really protect your edges? Did the braids really make you grow? Because everybody that comes out of braids got a length issue in the back. All kind of breakage. Everybody's going to always grow from the scalp. That goes to show how little bit of knowledge the braiders have. Trying to convince you that their braids made your hair grow. They're going to lift your braid and be like, see? My braiding made your hair grow. That was going to happen whether you braided it or not, client. Come on now. Do the research. If that wasn't true, your hair would look the same way it looked when you was born. And we all know our hair don't look nothing the way it did when it was born. So it clearly grows on its own. There goes the research. That smashes, that busts all these marketing myths and these ploys that these pretender-ass hair growers is coming with. And guess what? This is only happening in the Black community. White people ain't hollering hair growth for a service. They're smart. They already know that's not a service. White people ain't calling conditioner a damn moisture treatment. Only black people doing that. I had to do that research like, oh, wait a minute. This is only black people out here yelling, I'm putting moisture in my hair by using conditioner. I'm making my hair strong by smearing all this chemically infused protein. Look at my face. I'm gonna start looking at females like this when they're talking. My hair, both my daughters have thick, long, down to the waist and tailbone length. Can you share with us what you do? Okay, so you probably had it all your life. Again, God gave you that. So many clients like to pop up and pop out and be like, I got long hair. Okay, so what? I hope you're thanking God, because God said goose with you, or duck with you. God said goose when it came to thick hair with me, and I live in Denver. So if you've got long, thick hair, that's in your DNA. And that shit used to confuse me, because so many haters of the world be like, I got thick hair. Well, my hair is long. Okay, you didn't just grow that shit, Miss Corey, last year. You've been having it for years. I've done so much research, it's ridiculous. Can't nobody throw me off my game now. Ask everybody, how long has your hair been long? Years. You didn't just get it yesterday. So knock all that off, popping in and posting and commenting about how much hair you got. You better be thanking God, because he chose you to have that type of hair, and everybody didn't get it. So that's why you need to stop doing that, because there's some of us that didn't get duck. I got goose. So I didn't get the thick hair and the fast hair growth. My stuff falls faster than it grows. So I got to be real careful about what I use, what I do. I can't do what you do, Kareem. What is your name? Corey. I can't do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if you're black. You're probably white. Popping in talking like that. I don't even know who you are. You ain't got a picture for your profile. Shoot, you ducking and dodging. What's up, Meta? Kimberly! This live is difficult. So I think I do very well, y'all, because this live situation, most people don't even like to get on their lives. I see this, but this is not easy. To first stay focused, most people can't talk as long as I do. You're gonna start tripping and stuttering like I do. But this ain't easy, because this isn't a live conversation. So I got about 50 of y'all making comments that are steadily going up my screen. So I only see certain ones when I zoom in, you know what I'm saying? So this is not easy to do, but I love getting on here, because as you see, I have fun. I'm monetized. I'm making money on this channel. I love Atlanta as well. And I'm an only child. I'm on the spectrum, y'all. Y'all don't know. Y'all couldn't tell that by now. They said I had ADHD and ADD. I'm real special. I should have been able to be approved for SSI and disability at the same time. So see, I'm not one of these chicks out here trying to walk around and act like she's perfect. I'm not one of these chicks out here trying to walk around and act like I know everything. That ain't me. I don't fake my lifestyle. I don't fake get on here and have to put on a whole face of makeup to do lives. Actually, I didn't put on nothing, to be honest with you. I ain't even did my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not her. I don't try to act like I'm so professional and don't cuss and nothing. I know people that truly try to act like they're like that all the time. That ain't me, y'all. I am down to earth. I'm real. I'm open. I'm honest. I'm smart. I'm educated. And I'm bringing holistic hair and scalp restoration to the world, because the stylists don't want to care. All stylists want to do is style you. Well, guess what? I'm finding the research is proving that way more women are searching for hair care than the latest hairstyle. Hi, I'm Tanya G. Mason, CEO of Tanya Does Hair, LLC, founder, not copycat. I said founder of My Water Beauty Solution, and the creator, not the changer. I said the creator of the Hair and Scalp Restoration Program. I created it myself. Beauty school didn't teach me how to reverse hair loss effects. Trichology don't teach me how to reverse hair loss effects. I tried to go to dermatology school, but they said I had to go for 4 years. So I said, forget that. And then I said, and what am I going to learn if I go to dermatology school? They said, nothing but skin. I said, so I'm not going to learn nothing about hair? They said, no, we're skin specialists. Ooh, well, do you do the scalp? And they're like, no, we don't really. We only really want to do the face. Didn't realize that. Black people got these dermatologists mad because black people keep going up into the dermatologist office with a hair loss concern. They're like the stylists. They're not going to admit that they have zero black hair care knowledge. They're going to tell you to do the same thing they tell the white people, which is go home and wash your hair every other day. What black woman's going to do that, dermatologist? You clearly ain't did no research with the different ethnicities that are walking into your clinic nowadays. My God. So I take my clients beyond beauty school. You feel me? Because I love Atlanta. And I'm about to be there. I'm about to figure out how to move. I already got 4 individuals reaching out that want to book with me in Atlanta, which is pretty dope. My books are pretty full here in Denver, which is why I decided to do this. Can't y'all tell I love feathering my hair? The fact that it does it without me, look, I don't have to flat iron it. There's so many girls, you gotta put 15 flat irons to your hair with 55 different heat protectants and spritz and oils and stuff, and your hair still don't look like this. That's why I've been doing it so much. One of my beauties said to me, Tanya, she was like, really, I really be mesmerized with what you be doing with your hair. Ooh, look at that duck ass in the front. Ooh. Quack, motherfucking quack. Hold on, how did I do that? Hold on. Come on, haters. I know the haters got something to say. My hair looks horrible, my hair is unhealthy, my hair is damaged, yeah. This, I know y'all. Ooh, look like I got on a helmet. So one of my ladies, she was like, Tanya, what you be doing with your hair is what got me, because I already know, girls, moisturized hair, you can't make your head look like a helmet like I just did without using no heat and no product and just a comb, and watch me mess it up. Oh! Let me get it back. Y'all know I used to be a cheerleader when I was in high school. That was one of my benefits. I was loud and my hair flew. My hair was the only hair flowing on the team. Everybody else had a little girl ponytail on the side looking like a 14-year-old. But I was the only one that had my hair down. So they wanted me in the front. And I would fling that hair. And then you know how you walk off like... I ain't gonna lie, my hair is a flex. And the biggest part of this is I'm prepared now to pull up in y'all cities and provide y'all with all this education, talk to you about how much water you should be drinking because everybody is way off the mark. I'm sliding in, providing you with trims, not chops. I'm gonna pop up in your city and I'm gonna provide you with what to do at home. You know your stylist don't got time for you like that. Your stylist really ain't got time to even do a consultation with you. I do a full, comprehensive and educational consultation with each and every individual that sits before me. I'm so professional, some women are shook it. They can't even see straight when they get into my possession, into my environment. So I'm now prepared to pull up in any city and get, and since the stylists don't want a hair care, that's what's up. I'll do it. I got these coins I can afford. I'm smart. I can manage it on how to still manage and run my 2 businesses here, but I'm gonna cater to y'all's city and y'all in another city is what I meant to say. I'm gonna cater to y'all and I'm gonna pull up and pop up in your city. And I'm gonna bring scalp scratching. Stylists don't do that. They gonna take you straight to the bowl. I'm going to then hydrate your hair. Stylists don't do that. They moisturize your hair. They're going to put that white girl product on your hair. I'm going to use a product backed by science and research. I didn't go do no eeny, meeny, mighty, mo in the beauty supply store. I damn sure didn't go to the grocery store and pick out some damn drinking water either. That'll make your hair frizzy. You don't know how many people trying to go buy distilled water out the store because they clearly have zero water knowledge, think that I'm bottling nasty ass distilled water. You clearly ain't got no water knowledge. Clearly. Look, this is my little travel pack. Oops. Because you know, Miss Tanya, I travel, so I'm hardly ever at home. I work hard, I play hard, shoot. But this is my travel pack. This is some of the things that I inspire my clients to obtain because a lot of my ladies that I service, they travel too. But you know, a stylist don't got time for y'all like that. They don't got time to help you at home. They don't got time to call you and check on you to see even if your hair got frizzy before you got home. Okay? Because sleeping overnight is not the only time hair can get frizzy. Some clients book and decide to go to the club. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't use conditioner and heat protectant, and spritz and edge control and serums and all that, as soon as she starts sweating, that's where stylists aren't paying attention. There is a chemical reaction when the salt in our sweat runs onto all them chemicals that are in the bottles that your stylist has added. That's what causes your hair to get frizzy. But your stylist doesn't know this because they don't even check on you after they leave you. So they don't got a clue as to how you're struggling at home. Quite frankly, they don't care. I didn't care when I was a stylist. I'll never forget the first time somebody suggested that I book my client's next session. I remember saying, I don't got time to be doing all that. And she said to me, Tanya, that's job security. You know, she was a white girl. Only white people have talked sense to me. But I don't know what's wrong with black people, but ain't no black woman helped me from behind the chair. Black women have done nothing but lie to me, tell me that their products are all natural. That's a lie. Telling me that their hair is natural. That's a lie. Telling me that you put moisture in your hair by way of conditioner. That's a lie. Telling me that you got to chop inches in order for my hair to be healthy and grow. I got to chop all this off back here. That's a lie. Man, they're not even gatekeepers. They're liars. There's a difference. A gatekeeper is somebody that is wholeheartedly keeping the information behind the gate. But it ain't lies. A gatekeeper shouldn't be keeping lies, right? I used to be a gatekeeper because I knew I had a bunch of gems and secrets and things and the sauce in my gate. I knew what was up off in my yard. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. Wait, that? But I already knew when somebody kind of dared me to go public with what I do. Listen, y'all, this ain't new for me. What I do, I've been doing this for years. I just told somebody yesterday, I discontinued conditioner from my approach back in 2014. My clients ain't new to that. They've been educated. They've been rocking real black healthy hair. Just so you know, I discontinued conditioner back in 2014. That's when I was reminded that it's for white people. Facts. That's when I was reminded that no black person even had it on the market to use back in the 70s and 80s. I've talked to so many older women and men, like, shame on you. You did not use conditioner when you was younger. You didn't start even using it till it got on the market, which was in 91. So those that feel you need, those telling you need conditioner, they were born into it. They were born in the bottle. You feel me? They got conditioner all over them. They probably take a bath in it, which is why they love it so much. So I tell people I don't have a drop of conditioner in my possession. You can't book braids with me. You can't book a sew-in or K-tips with me. You can't book braids with me. You can't book no locks with me. This is why God did this strategically, because you still need your stylist to do all that stuff you want done to your hair. Miss Tanya's not doing all that. I am your hair care specialist, just like your dentist. Your dentist isn't going to clean your teeth and then offer you a grill to put on top of it. You got to go to a totally different business to get that grill for your teeth, right? Right. And then people selling you that grill ain't got no care or concern about the overall health of your teeth. In fact, people that wear grills, their breath really stinks. I know somebody, and it's a female. Why are females starting to put grills in their mouth? That is so manly. Do I got any females on here that think it's cute to put a grill in your mouth? Like, think I'm too old for certain things. Y'all know I'm 50. Artist, I thought I removed you. Wait. Some people like that just get on my nerves. Bye, Dudley. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting to girl. They are ignorant. Lydia, they are. Can you talk about 4C hair? No, because there's no such thing, Vicky, as 4C hair. They done brainwashed you into believing that a color code describes black hair. White people ain't walking around talking about, I got 4A hair. Only people of color talk crazy. They love lying. And then they don't even like that word, but it's what you're doing. You're not talking the truth. That legend came in the millennial. That was a lot of bullshit that dropped in the millennial. Like putting bleach on black hair. You're not supposed to be putting no bleach on black hair. But 4C, this thing came about. That was Oprah Winfrey's stylist. He's a dude at that. I think that needed another way to differentiate the high density, lazy clients, because that's what that comes from. 4C means you don't like washing your hair. That means that you don't even like combing through it either. You don't do nothing to it. You just let it be and you add product to it every day. That's what 4C means. Because when I did the research here in Denver, it was like, hold up. That's why they call it 4C. That's just high density, and you probably have never sat with me to educate you on how to properly care for your hair. You've only been with these stylists that gave you that bullshit term, 4C. That's a level 4 copper, Vicky. And if you look it up, it don't say nothing about describing our hair. Somebody made that stuff up. Just like calling our hair natural. And black women run with everything that's wrong. Like I can't get black women to drink enough of the right kind of water. They'd rather go buy some beer or some wine or some liquor or something. It's like, why are black women so into everything that's wrong? Really believe that a protective style was what, gonna concrete your hair into place? But you thought it wasn't gonna still break and come out? Like, ladies, y'all have got to slow down and drink some water. They've been telling y'all to smell coffee long enough, and y'all see that that's not working. So I need y'all to drink some water so that y'all's clarity can get intact. Because I'm saying it again, in my salon, I don't let no one misspeak. We don't call our hair natural because it's not. A plant, a fruit, a flower, a tree, some weeds, cannabis can be natural. I don't know who in the hell started lying, saying that our hair is natural. I've never talked like that because it was confusing to me when it started back in the 2000s, like in 2010 is when that came out. So it's like, damn, half the problem of this industry in the black community is all of this confusion is what we'll call it. And then speaking the confusion, that's spreading rumors. You feel me? Talking about you gonna give somebody a moisture treatment and you using chemically infused creams called moisturizers. That's not how you give moisture. Moisture ain't got shit to do with a moisturizer, y'all. Maybe y'all are doing some assuming. I did do some research, and most people do assume. That means making up your own theories in your head and then believing them. But don't go around, Miss Vicky. Don't ever say your hair is 4C. If you have it. 4C just means the mindset attached to that head is lazy. That's what 4C means. That means they ain't trying to wrap it at night. They don't want to comb through it. They don't want to blow dry through it and keep it manageable. They just want to have it. And I don't get it. I really don't even get the mindset of those individuals, because when they come into my salon, it's like, boy, the mindsets are so confused. Like the young lady that just started with that 4C scenario the other day, Saturday, and she's so frustrated with her hair. And I'm like, quit putting all these products in your hair. Like, who told you to do all this? And she was like, my stylist. Well, look at the result that your stylist inspired you to obtain. And then when I didn't use no conditioner, I didn't use no heat protectant, I didn't use no edge control, I didn't use no protein, no keratin, and her hair was moving, and it had this halo that my approach gives us without the use of any oil. She really had been misled and been brainwashed by her little stylist to believe that she has to add oil in order to get this sheen. No, you don't. What's up, Kathy? Hi, Alicia. Sean, why is it always black people all over my YouTube live? Oh no, because most of them probably ain't got nothing else better to do. I don't know. I can only talk about black people as it relates to this industry because there's a lot of black individuals that stand behind the chair and they are different. They think they know everything. They have no chemistry knowledge. They have no water knowledge, no real hydration knowledge, no moisture knowledge, no hair growth knowledge, and be the main ones hollering that that's what they offer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know why I used to be like that though. So see, the girl that I talk about and people I talk about, y'all need to understand I'm only talking about myself, y'all. I used to be her. I used to be a stylist. I used to call my hair natural. I used to sit clients under the hooded dryer for 15 minutes, lying to them, telling them I was giving them a moisture treatment. I did it all. That's who I'm talking about. I know I was distracted, but see, I checked myself. I got into some books. I wasn't afraid to ask other people, get with some chemists to understand what is olefin sulfonate. What even is that? You know what I'm saying? I know what it is now. So I have to admit, I'm only talking about myself, y'all, when I'm talking. But if the shoe fits, lace it up then. And I want you to double knot it so it don't come back undone. Because again, I'm Miss Tanya. I'm taking us along this holistic hair care. Mind you, I'm the creator of this, and I'm the only black woman really leading a holistic brand for black hair types. And all this won't matter until God calls me home. Then my daughter is gonna ball out. She's gonna be rich as all outdoors once I die, because she's my hair. She's gonna automatically inherit all my money, my Tahoe, all my hair tools, all my content. She gets everything. And she's ready for y'all too, because I've already trained her. She don't even realize that she chasing wanting to do taxes and stuff. Little does she know she's going to be the GOAT of hair care once I leave. And she's ready. She's ready for y'all. So I don't get up. Ooh, my hair is shedding. Oh, snap. Time to wash again. Anytime you see, let me show you. Your sink shows you when it's time for you to wash again. Look at all this, just from playing in my hair this morning. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see them hairs in my hand? I don't know if, yeah, y'all can see it. That's too many. I know some women be getting these balls of hair. That's excessive. And I talk about that on how to minimize that when you start booking with me. But this is a sign. This means something. And you got to know what to do. So many stylists are not helping their clients at home. And that's why I'm blowing up. Because I'm not only your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, I'm also your holistic hair and scalp restoration mentor. After you leave me, oh yeah, I'm not done with you. I'm a real professional, so I do follow-up phone calls, might even have to do a house visit. I do follow-up sessions if you lie to me, because a lot of black women lie to me in the chair, and they lie about knowing how to rap, when they should have just said, no, Tanya, I ain't never been taught how to rap. But for some reason, they pop off and say, yeah, I know how to rap. And then you're poofy the next morning, your rap clearly popped off. I have so much knowledge, you don't have to tell me what happened. I already know. So then we go into the coaching and the training of teaching my clients how to wrap their own hair. Ain't no stylist ever took the time to help you do nothing at home. This is where I'm now realizing where I'm different. I'm way different than the stylists, hairstylists that you are booking with. Okay. So I'm gonna get off of here because it's now going on 10 a.m. I'm gonna go downstairs, do some more gambling. Oh, because I'm up here in the mountains. I'm at the casino. I love the casino. I make so much money. Sometimes I just got extra. It's called disposable income. Do y'all got disposable income? I worked hard to ensure that I get to a level in my life that I'm making more money than I need to really live. So I tend to have what's called disposable income. And what I've done is I've stopped trying to inspire other women because I've wasted so much money giving away free product, giving away free tools, giving away free training, giving away free education. And they just be doing me like this. I don't care, Miss Tanya. Yes, you just gave me $20,000 of education, but I don't care. I ain't gonna use it. Wait, so I know y'all out there. I know y'all are out there. I know that what I talk about makes sense, and I know that you're sick of being styled. I know that you're sick of being neglected. I know you're ready for hair care. I know you're ready for holistic scalp detoxing. I know you're ready for hydrated hair instead of hair that is real crunchy, real filling the very next day. I've heard about what these stylist results is out here giving. And if you run into them fake hair growers that are trying to tell you that their braids is gonna, make your hair grow? Tell them to get out of here and tell them to follow the holistic approach for your hair, skin, and nails. And maybe they'll learn something and maybe they won't. That's why I wanted to get on this morning to talk about the clients of the world. This industry is all about y'all, and it's not going to get any better until you clients stop being so darn persuasive and naive once you get in the chair. Look, I asked somebody the other day, I was like, how come you didn't say nothing? How come you didn't say nothing about how unhappy you was, about how long she took, how long she had you sitting in the lobby past your appointment time, how unprofessional she looked. She looked crazy, like she had just got out of bed, how dirty her environment was. She didn't even have the time to clean the shampoo bowl. Just put your head in a bowl that she didn't even clean after the last client. Then they be telling me about how long stylists be taking. They said they be taking like 3 hours to do what? I'm like, for color? They're like, nah, for a silk press. What are they doing? That's ridiculous. They clearly don't know what they're doing. Or they need some help. One of the two. You ain't insulted. You didn't know. Don't be sensitive, Corey. Hold on, I'm not even reading all your comments. Look, call me, Corey. I tell everybody, anybody want to have a real conversation with me, you can't do it on a live, okay? I tell so many stylists, you can't learn how to do hair on social media. You have to stand next to somebody that knows what they're doing to redirect your practical skill set. So, Corey, you can't have a real conversation with me when I'm on my lives. This is live and there's 500 comments going up my screen. Do you not understand how YouTube works, girl? You're supposed to really just be watching. I don't know why there's so much commentary on here. But just so y'all know, I can't see half the comments y'all are making because there's so many other people commenting. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only see 4 comments on my screen. YouTube doesn't let me see everybody's comments. So those of y'all that are sensitive, stop it. I need y'all to toughen up and just understand the process of things. Like, oh, she probably can't see my comment because so many other people are commenting that it pushed mine up and she can't see it, Corey. Dang, you remind me of my mom. Calm down. Shoot, hold on. Y'all still going off with your fingers. All right, hi, Santana. You caught my attention while scrolling. I'll check out your page because you sound very knowledgeable. Tiff, I am. I just get on here because I have to wear a hat. This is one of my personas on here. I get this money. So I act a certain way when I get onto my lives, but I got a wealth of knowledge. I got a wealth of chemistry knowledge, a wealth of climate knowledge, a wealth I'm a hydration expert here in Denver. I'm about to start my practices up in Atlanta because they're dehydrated in Atlanta as well. They're drinking a lot of distilled water out there. So thank you for coming along. Make sure you like the live. Make sure you subscribe. Proud of all of my new subscribers. I just gained 822 new subscribers in the last 28 days. That's huge growth. I don't care what y'all say. And my lives are cracking. I don't even really do videos. So many YouTubers is wasting all that time. You wasting your whole day doing video editing, and you ain't even getting that many views off the videos. Go live, y'all. Go live. Lives are cracking. And that's how I got monetized. I really don't do videos, you know what I'm saying? So those of y'all, again, that are new, welcome. Ooh, uh-oh, Tiff. Let me ask you, Tiff, who told you to drink distilled water? And we need to go knock on their front door and punch them in their face. Who told you to drink distilled water? Don't you know distilled water is tap water that's been boiled? And boilization don't take nothing out of water. That was hard. The water studying that I did, that was very confusing and difficult to accept. Because we go through life doing so much assuming, and you know what assumption does? It makes an ass out of you and me, because all you got to do is ask. Damn, that's not hard to do. It's ask. Tanya, what kind of water should I be drinking? I'll tell you. Miss Tanya, how much water should I be taking in? I'm going to tell you. Because so many women are guessing, and they so wrong. It's not a gallon, and it sure in the hell ain't eight ounces. Wait, let me be clear. The only people that should be drinking 8-ounce glasses of water every day is somebody weighing 128 pounds. Period. The only individual that should be drinking a gallon of water is somebody weighing 256 pounds. Do you know how many women ain't nowhere near 200 pounds and they're dumping a gallon and wonder why their ankles is swollen? No knowledge will have you making these mistakes. So this is why I try to get on here to explain to so many women, especially those of color, you need help. Your lack of knowledge is why your life is struggling the way it's struggling. Listen, so many stylists are struggling, not because they ain't making no money. You've never been taught how to manage that money. I have to talk to these ladies here in Denver all the time about the management of the money. It's not that they're not making it, you're not managing it properly. They think they know how to manage money, but you clearly don't because you're always broke. And if you're always drinking, you're drinking water, but you're not getting the results that you know you should be getting, like feeling energized, not having to smear your lips with a bunch of lip gloss all day, every day, because that's the number one sign that a woman is dehydrated. She keeps gloss on her lips because she knows her lips are dry. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. You guys wonder why I just stop and start drinking water. I can feel my mouth drying out because I yap so much. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna use the words my haters use. That's how y'all handle haters of the world. Just agree with them because they hate that. They want to affect you. They want to bother you. So when you get a hater in your possession or they in your life, just agree with them. Like, yep, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yep, I be messing up everybody's hair. Because then I'm like, let's play big bank, take little bank. And see how bad I'm messing up people's hair. Because if I'm messing up everybody's hair, whoever is saying that, you better be making more money than me. And I want to see your numbers too, because I have no problem showing mines. I think my numbers are immaculate. Oh, Vaughn's up here with us? Or what do you care about more, colored women than the white women? No, I care about all of them. My grandmama was white. So be careful with me, because I don't think you had a white grandmama. I did. So I'm far from racist, far from being a racist. But honestly, I was privy to my white grandmother more than I was my brown-skinned grandmother. My brown-skinned grandmother is stingy as fuck. Oh, she is stingy. Got money up the yin-yang, R.I.P. Nana, because she's not with us no more. But she was messy. She loved starting shit with her own daughters. She would tell my mom one thing and then change up what she said to my mom and then go say something totally different to my aunt behind my mom's back. My grandmother purposely had my aunts not liking each other. What type of mother does that? My white grandmother never was doing dumb stuff like that. Let me keep digging deeper. My white grandmother, she groomed herself every single day. She washed her hair every day. Grandma would sit there and file her own nails. She never depended on no stylist to groom her own body. Now, my brown skinned grandmama, she was the opposite. Act like she was scared of washing her hair. Act like it was painful. Went weeks without washing her hair. And I used to think my white grandmother was mean because she was not scared of my mom. A white girl checking a black woman. Grandma was tough. I loved my dad's mother. But she used to get on my mom because she'd be like, why you keep putting all that damn grease in Tanya's hair? And why do you keep putting these damn tight ass ponytails in her hair? Because my mom, girl, she would try to grab my whole life up out my head in them ponytails. And I thought grandma was being like mean to my mom, when in fact it was true. My mom was fucking up left and right, thinking she was doing everything good, got too much pride to admit that she needed help with my hair. So instead of asking my grandmother to help her with her hair, she just gonna do what she wanna do. That's the difference between black people and white people. I've had to do the research, and it's like, why are black people like that? So I had to dive deeper into most black individuals. Oh, it has a lot to do with how they were raised. A lot of blacks were assigned drug addicts or alcoholics as parents. So they were subjected to arguing, fighting. I done seen my mom and dad almost try to choke themselves out in front of me. Most white people ain't going through all that. White people be loving on each other, you know what I'm saying, before work. We don't do that. We be cussing each other out, calling our homegirls bitches. White girls don't talk like that. Only black women feel comfortable calling a homegirl bitch. Those are fighting words to me. I'm different. Let somebody call me a bitch. You square up. Like, well, what's up? What you mean, bitch? You feel me? I used to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You feel me? Like, that don't make me feel like you love me, calling me a bitch. Like, what the hell is wrong with black women of today? My mom messed my hair up too. Corey, are you white or black? Let me understand who I'm talking to, because I just see a blue C. Ooh, a blue C. Look like you're a Crip. But are you white or black? Let's do the holistics. Then I want to know how old you are. Then I want to know, how old you are. Are you white or black? And how do you wear your hair? I need to understand that about you too. Corey, that's what's up. All right. How old are you, Corey? You was getting your ass whipped back in the day with that stance. Big Chai, how you know? How you know? I have 4 of I thought they was homegirls, Chai, they jumped me. Them bitches was jealous because I had a car and they didn't. They so busy being broke, they wanted to stay broke. They only wanted to sell 3 Lil White Rocks. I'm trying to sell 55 of them joints. Like, why y'all want to be broke? Y'all only want to just do enough. You know what I'm saying? But they jumped me, y'all. I got jumped by 4 females, not 2. Usually you get jumped by just 2. I had 8 paws coming at me that night, and I really did think that they was gonna kill me too, Big Chai. I didn't have it on me, you feel me? And I'm grateful to God I didn't have it on me, because had I had it on me, I'd be in jail right now for a quadruple murder, because they did me dirty. I had my daughter with me that night. To this day, I see a couple of them, but I'm 50 years old now, and I'm not affiliated no more. I hung up my rag years ago, and I'm trying to be a better person, Shy, you feel me? So I don't be wanting to rah-rah no more. My last fight was back when I was 38 years old. I promised God back then, I said, I promised God I'm not going to put my hands on no other female that done fucked with me back in the day. Yeah, I caught her slipping in Mr. A's. She didn't think she was ever going to see me again. I rolled up on her. She completely, have y'all ever had somebody in your lives that just completely bothers you? They so jealous of you that they bother you and try to disrupt you. I had a female do me like that. Lived across the street from her. Okay. Her messy ass was attracted to my husband. So let me break this down one day. I decided to take me a lunch break. Okay. Thought I was going to surprise my husband, right? I pull up and this girl is sitting crisscross applesauce on my garage floor reading a fucking poem to my husband. And one thing about my husband or my ex-husband, have y'all ever been with a womanizer? Womanizers get on my nerves. A womanizer is a man that has to have a female in their face all the time. Okay. So his whole attitude is, what? She just wanted to come over and read her poem. So I had to house that shit, right? So I walk up to the driveway in my heels, because you know, when I worked at the county, I wore a 3-piece suit every day. So I'm walking up and I'm like, hey, what you doing? She was like, oh, I'm just reading this poem to him. And it was a love poem. So I told her, mind you, she had a dude that lived with her. So I told her that night, why don't you take you and your poem and take it back to your house, and why don't you read it to your dude? And then you know how females and messy ass females, she was like, why are you tripping? Why am I tripping? The fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I told her that day, the fuck is wrong with you? You cool with other women reading love poems to your dude? And she probably was, because she was messy as hell, right? All right, fast forward. She didn't like how I checked her that day, her and my ex-husband. I checked both of them, and I told him, let me catch her back over here again. I told him, you know what I'm saying? So, long story short, she got mad because I checked her. Instead of just saying she's right, I'm out of line, sitting crisscross applesauce in their garage reading these love poems to her husband. That is messy. Anybody out there doing that dumb shit, stop. Hell, so then she started trying to fuck with me. And I mean, she did shit to me like calling the city. She knew I worked for the county jail. So she gonna try to call down to the mayor's office because she knew that my ex-husband, he did get cracked one day by the feds. The feds ran all up into our house. It was a whole day of events that went down at our address, and her nosy ass stood outside and watched the whole thing. So she knew. She wasn't stupid. Some people know exactly what the feds look like and what ATF officers look like. They don't come with a belt on. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like cops. So she knew what it was. So she gonna call the city and try to tell the city that I was selling drugs. This put me on an investigation for the sale of narcotics. And mind you, her dumbass didn't even know that my IA came and told me. They came and got me from my office one day, and I was like, the only time IA come and get you in jail is when something's wrong. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, something's wrong with my family, because that's the only time IA comes and escorts you down to IA. You know what I mean? That stands for Internal Affairs. All right, so I get down to the IA and I'm in there with all the sergeants, and they're like, Tanya, are you having some problems with your neighbors? So at the time, I don't think I got a problem on my hands. Shit, I just checked her, told her to take her ass back home, right? So I'm telling the sergeant, I'm like, nah, I ain't got no problems. He was like, yeah, you do. He said, because who is such and such, such and such? I'm like, she lives across the street from me. And I'm like, what's she do? He was like, she didn't put an investigation on you. She called down to the mayor's office talking about you sell narcotics. What? He was like, yeah, so I'm just letting you know, be careful, because there's some unmarked detectives following you. So I told him, I was like, I ain't doing shit. She knows I go to work every day. He's in jail. He was the one selling the drugs. I don't sell them. So he was like, well, just be careful. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so she did that. Then she gonna file a restraining order on me. Who does that but a punk? Because they don't work. All they do is piss the other person off, and then you gotta serve them. And she lived across the street. Every restraining order has terms to it that says you gotta stay 100 yards away from the individual. You should have seen me in court. court, standing there suited and booted, and had to ask the judge, how is this going to work? She lives across the street. That's less than 20 yards, pimping, from my front door. Even when I'm at my mailbox, she's 10 yards away. So how is this going to work? They didn't have no answers for me, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, not only did she call and have me investigated, a false investigation, she called the United States Postal Service and said that I was still in her mail. And in fact, she was still in mine and reading the letters that my ex-husband was writing me, and her ass was responding to them like it was me. Like, you don't think he knows my handwriting? They even tried to type a couple letters. Then she called neighborhood inspection and told them a whole bunch of lies on me, talking about I got hair blowing all up and down the street because she was hating on me because she knew I was getting that money for the city, and it was cracking at my house at night. And I've never done more than one client at a time. I never had a bunch of females piling up in my space. So she lied to them because they told me when they came to do the investigation, they busted her clean out. Let me listen to the message that she left. Let me see, listen to the message. And then they typed something up too. And it was a whole bunch of lies talking about I'm disposing chemicals in the city dumpsters. Like, you going that far to disrupt me? And she did that. Then one morning, me and my children are leaving for work one day. If you can imagine, mothers, you're supposed to be having a good morning. I come outside, eggs is everywhere. She done wasted a whole 12 dozen of eggs on my garage door. So petty. You feel me? So all I'm gonna do is just, I wanna put my hands on you. I guess she thought that I was gonna play with you and throw eggs back? Nah, I'm gonna catch you slipping is how I handle things. So I didn't want to lose my job because my captain came to me a couple of times and he was like, Tanya, don't lose your job behind this. Because the night that I found out she put me on investigation, I went and did a Jody on her front door because she wouldn't come outside with her punk ass. Girls, women that do that are the biggest punks of the world. She would not come out her fucking house and then go and try to call. And that's what made her get the restraining order. Because you punk, you don't want to see me out here in the middle of this street, but you gonna run down to the city and you got so much to say to them about what I'm doing. All right, so all of this is piling up, mind you. And you know, I don't know if y'all know, but when it comes to me, I'm only gonna allow so much to pile up and I'm gonna respond, just like with these comments and these followers, right? All right, so I cared about my job. A lot happened. We ended up having to get a community resource officer involved, all type of dumb stuff, just because this woman is jealous, okay? So then I ended up leaving. I ended up renting my house out because she was on Section 8 at that. I'm a homeowner, you feel me? So I rented my house out. She started bothering my tenant. My tenant calls me and she's like, Tanya, what's going on with the girl across the street? I'm like, what do you mean? What, has she said something to you? Like, yeah, she's over here questioning me about you and this and that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So, long story short, 10 years later, y'all, I'm so petty, I'll put some shit in my back pocket and it'll stay there for 10 years. Because I ain't lying. I really didn't think that I was going to run into her again. But one of the nights we was leaving the casino and we had hit, so we got some bread. We decided we going to stop into Mr. A's, you feel me? And I used to love Pierre's and Mr. A's because I was a hood rat myself, you feel me? That's what they're called. That's what we was called anyway. So we go through there and I mean, I'm giving daps to the homies, you feel me? Because they ain't seen me in a minute because I've already leveled up my life and decided to stop gangbanging, you feel me? And do better for myself. So everybody's like, hey, Tanya, what's up? What's up? I'm like, hey. I see her. My eyes lock in on her. Mind you, this is 10 years later, so her hair is a little different. It's blonde now, but I seen that face. So I remember blacking out a little bit, forgot I was in the club because it was just like, doop, 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 doop. That's her. So, you know, the clubs be clubs be real crowded, so I shimmied over to her, and you know the music be loud, so you gotta yell to be heard, right? So I got next to her, did the tap on the shoulder. She turned, and you should have seen her face. She goes, I said, yeah, I said, what's up, Tammy? You remember me? Because I gotta talk loud. The music is loud. And she does me like this. Tanya, ain't nobody got time to be playing with you. Oh, you think I'm playing? So, you see, I told you I'm on the spectrum. You feel me? I got mad issues. I just know how to do hair. I got this hair care on lock, but I am on the spectrum. So she then starts laughing. So all I could do was return the energy. I started laughing too. So I'm like, as I'm giggling, I'm saying to myself, she think I'm playing. So I did her like this, because you know, we used to sell people like mark. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but once somebody says mark to you, oh, that means you're going to get got later on. So I told her, that's what's up, Mark. I told her I ain't tripping with you right now. And I was talking about that minute, because guess what Miss Tanya did? No, not Miss Tanya. Tanya Mason did. I went over into the corner behind her, and I started downing the shots of Crown, because I used to drink. I was an alcoholic back then. So I started taking them shots to the face, and I mean shot after shot. And with each shot, kept bringing back the memories of all the shit that she had did to me 10 years prior when we lived across the street from each other, okay? So mind you, I'm giving the game. I'm telling, because I'm with my cousin Nikki, I'm with my Uncle Craig, and I'm with the homie Rome, okay? Thank God they was with me that night. So I'm giving them the business. I'm telling them I need y'all to take my purse. You feel me? I had cash in there because I'm probably about to kill her. And based on all the phone calls she used to make back in the day, she gonna call the cops because I'm about to tear her ass up. So I'm telling everybody that's with me, like, hey, take my purse. I gave my purse and my keys. Take the car, because I'm going to jail tonight. That's how serious I was about getting her. I got my bond money. I told Nikki where the extra cash was at the house in case I don't have enough in my purse. And y'all go to the car. Because I told them I'm going to wait till the let out. Because all this time, she thinking she ain't got a problem on her hands while I'm back there taking these shots, staring at her ass. And all that stuff she was doing to me was coming back with each shot. Little did she know. All right, so about 1:15 a.m., okay? I'm anticipating this let out because I know I'm about to get her, okay? But they jump up and they start to leave early. So I'm like, oh, snap. So I told Nikki, hold up, here they come. And I told them, because I love fighting in peace, because I don't want nobody to stop me. So I see them getting up. Again, they don't know Tanya tripping, because, you know, I'm Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. Look. Let me finish the story because it's good. So I got up. I don't know if any of y'all on here know Mr. A's here. It really looks like a juke joint. It is very, 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 very little. And it'd be like over 150 people crammed up into that little club. So the doorway is extremely crowded. There's people standing to get to the bar. There's people standing to see the dance club, you know, the dance floor. So she didn't know that I got up behind her. And I'm doing Nikki and them like this, like, because I'm about to get her. So I followed him. She has no idea I'm behind her. So I follow her out the door. And I didn't want to get her at the door because it's the bouncers. You feel me? The security guards and all them is out the door. I don't want nobody stopping this tonight. This is why I told Nikki and Craig and them to go to the car. I'll be there. You feel me? So I started walking. I waited till we got far away from the door where I know I ain't gonna have no interventions. And I grabbed her ass and I threw her down between them cars. And mind you, I'm sexy when I go out. I don't wear no damn high top tennis shoes like some grown women do. I'm in heels. Oh, I thank God that she was with some niggas that night that seen me trying to kill her. Because I swear I was trying to sign my fucking name because I had her on the ground. You know, you have what's called leverage once your opponent fucks up. Because she going, oh, you shouldn't have did that with me, player. Because now I was trying to heal. Her ear was bleeding. I was trying to kill her. God knows I was trying to kill her. And all of a sudden I get pushed from behind. And it's a dude, big dude at that. And I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. It shocked me to death because I'm like, who just pushed me like this, right? I turn around. Now, mind you, my cousin Nikki was one of the OGs of the Rolling 30s here. And she was my cousin. I kicked it with her all the time. Is how I got affiliated as well. But we called her Big Crip because Nikki was a big girl. Nobody challenged Nikki. You feel me, on the east side. So when I turn around, Nikki got homeboy hemmed up on the car. So I'm dazed because I'm like, wait, and it's all out of control at this point. Then my Uncle Craig is about to get in trouble because him and the other dude is squaring up toe to toe. So I'm like, wait, y'all, wait. Because I've never been the type to get other people into trouble. There is a reason I told Nikki and them to go to the car. I don't need nobody to help me fight. You feel me? I need to make sure I don't get stopped. So I thank God that he pushed me off for her because I'd probably be in jail for her too. For murder, attempted murder. So I now realize, yeah, I'm on the spectrum. Ooh. Kimberly, y'all showing up for me. Hold on, next time do it with a sober spirit, sister. You will enjoy it more. No, my brother or sister, Ramon, I don't even go to clubs no more. So many people be like, you want to go have a drink? Nope, because I'm scared I'm going to run into Tammy's ass. I've been traumatized. And if I see her, I'm going to get her. And I don't want to fight no more. I messed up my hand that night. I couldn't do hair the next morning the way I needed to. And that's how God got in me to stop fighting. Oh, I got in the way of me making my money the next morning. And Miss Tanya didn't like that. Mind you, I didn't go to jail. I thought I was going to go to jail. I didn't finish telling y'all the story. So after it got broke up, I don't know where she went. She must have ran off because I swear I tried to see her. And all we heard was the cop sirens coming because I had disrupted the whole little parking lot. When I got up off the ground, everybody was watching because, you know, people love watching a fight. So it was embarrassing. I'm 38 years old at the time, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little embarrassing. I hurt my hand, but I got her. Oh, I was so excited. So I was like, okay, well, if she didn't call the cops tonight, she probably going in the morning because I fucked her up. She got to go get some Band-Aids and stuff because she was bleeding. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely going to call because she'll call her. You know what I'm saying? So guess what Miss Tanya did the next morning? First, I go home, wake up my whole household because I needed them to know I finally got Tammy's ass back. Yes, I'm Indian. So we do that. We punish. We love. Indian women are messy. And one thing that we going to do, we going to punish you. It's part of our blood. So I was like, I got her. And the kids were so traumatized, I think, because they didn't understand, like, why is mom so happy that she beat somebody up, you know, and hurt them? Because the kids didn't really remember what I was all going through. I didn't expose what she was doing to me to my children. So my children had no clue as to how this woman completely ridiculed my mental wellness while living across the street from her, all because she just wanted to be like me. Damn, all you had to do was ask me, Tanya, how do you keep your body the way you do? Tanya, how do you keep your hair so smooth? Tanya, how did you land this fine ass man and have him marry you? I would have told her. You feel me? Man, I would have told her, y'all. What are they talking about? That hair is the tea. All right. Good eye, ref. Some women just know what healthy hair look like. Some are confused. Some think that it's supposed to be kinky and, you know what I'm saying, teased and kinky where you can't get through it. That's amazing that some women have the ability to see healthy hair. So thank you. Thank you, Corey. I love you. And as you see, I got issues. Been through some things, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have girls fight me, so my mouth is a little reckless, you know what I'm saying? I've been in areas where, in environments where I've had to really prove myself, you know what I'm saying? So I am triggered. You got to just be careful with me, you feel me? But as you see me, like, Tanya's cool. She just don't take no shit. And I'm also not afraid to check somebody either because of all the knowledge that I have. Most individuals don't check nobody because they ain't got the knowledge themselves. So they just be listening to people bark and they don't know no better. So they just rock with whatever they're hearing. That ain't Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya's going to always redirect you, ladies and gentlemen, into betterness. That's what Miss Tanya is all about. I'm going to make your skin better. I'm going to make your relationships better. I'm going to make your home ownership better. I'm going to make parenting better. I'm going to make your mental wellness better. I'm going to make your hair better. Right? So it's a benefit. Listen, do y'all remember when y'all was in school? The most productive educator for you was not somebody that was nice. I wasn't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to be y'all's friends. I'm trying to educate you. It's a difference. I don't want y'all kicking it with me. Y'all couldn't hang anyway. Look, I'm up here fucking off money. Most of y'all be like, I can't, putting in $20 and then cashing out. I just ran through 500 last night. It's cool. I saved for it. So at any rate, just wanted to give y'all something to listen to and talk about me. Miss Tanya been through the most. I've been through so much that most of you females couldn't even begin to fathom mentally. You wouldn't get it. I don't believe women would have gotten through it because it was difficult, especially the night I got jumped by them 4 girls. They did it with my daughter on my hip. Then they broke my car door window because they was jealous of the fact that I had a car and they had to walk to come fight me. Nothing but black girls, you know what I'm saying? Jealous ass mofos. And it ain't all blacks. I have to remember to say things like that. I'm speaking specifically about the 4 that jumped me that night, and they know who they are. Matter of fact, one of them tried to come book with me one day. I'll never forget that. I know we all grow up and I know we all change, but that was God, because I called everybody and was like, I'm thinking she set me up because they were so damn sneaky back in the day. So I'm thinking she coming to funk. You feel me? And it's crazy because I was so ready. I was like, I had my straight razor in the top drawer. I made sure my shears were sharpened because I wasn't going to play with her at all. Because like I said, they only got me that night because it was 4 of them. Have any of y'all ever tried to fight 4 people at once? I tried. It was impossible. And I got my ass broke. You feel me? I thought they were going to kill me that night. I've never been kicked in my stomach so many times, and that hurts. It is a pain that don't go away in one day. I had a tennis shoe, one of them broads, tennis shoe prints was on my forehead. Because once I dropped to the ground, they went in on me, y'all. Beat my ass. They beat the brakes off me that night. So I know what it feels like. So it's like, y'all wonder why I'm the way I am. Y'all wonder why I'm who I am. Y'all wonder why I'm able to talk and say the things that I say and do. And it's because I am highly experienced in a lot of different areas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm confident enough to get on these social media channels. I don't know half of y'all. I know Vaughn. I know Kimberly. That's about it. And I have thousands on here watching me every time. So I'm coming on primarily to just let you all know the revolution and evolution of hair care has begun. I started it back in 2018. I just decided to go public with it because I see how many individuals are struggling, not just from behind the chair, but in the chair. That's what my book is all about. I've already written the book, which is the holistic approach to hair, skin, and nails. And in that book, I drop all my secrets about how I started doing hair, what I learned first, how I had to learn how to do black hair, how different it is from mixed hair, and how I went from novice to expert all on my own without any investors. No help from another stylist. Ain't no other stylist ever did nothing for me. Nothing. But I've given away products, I give away tools, I give away services, I give away all type of stuff. But I get it. It's called the circulation of blessings, and I'm knee deep in this because I'm gonna get it back tenfold. I now realize it's never, hey y'all, those of y'all that are frustrated about helping other people and you mad because the person you helped ain't helping you, well, you're not playing by the rules, because that's not the rules. That's not how the circulation of blessings go. It's never gonna come from the person you're helping. That is so unfortunate that you think you know everything and you don't. You don't know nothing about the circulation of blessings. There is a reason God chose you to have the resources you have to be able to help somebody else, because those that are in need, they're God's childs too. So when you help them, God notices that. Yeah. And now you get put on the list of blessings. And it ain't coming that day. It may not even come that month, because God's got that many individuals to look after. But it's going to come back tenfold. You know, I used to be against giving money to homeless people, especially adults. Why? Because I used to despise a beggar. I can't stand somebody that begs. And that's lazy. And to me, that's a lazy mindset. Let me just make me a sign and I'm going to just stand behind it. And I'm just going to hope somebody feels sorry for me and gives me some money so I can go buy me some drugs so I can get high tonight. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Vaughn. Y'all having a whole conversation without me. Hold on, I'm going back up. King Vaughn, I'm 1, 2. That's what's up. Kimberly, meet Vaughn. Vaughn, meet Kimberly. Kimberly, Vaughn's been rocking with me for years. We met over on my TikTok side. Did y'all know that I got banned from TikTok? Oh, they really didn't like me over there. I was caring too much about individuals, and I wasn't telling you all to chop your hair off and telling you to put another extension in it. So they didn't like the content that I was sharing. Plus, I was helping individuals over on TikTok how to avoid a doctor, and they didn't like that. Oh, they didn't like that. They were forever violating my lives. Vaughn remembers how crazy it used to be. Then I'd have to go into TikTok jail because they would prevent me from going live for 7 days. Like, that was stupid. And as soon as I got out of jail, I'm right back on live. And then they would violate me again. And then I'd have to go away for another 7 days, which was so stupid. I even tried to appeal it. So if you try to look at Tanya Does Hair LLC over on TikTok, the account is restricted. So that forced me to start YouTube. That's what made me come over to YouTube. Because at first I did not like YouTube, because YouTube was so damn thirsty with attention. Like, you got to edit, you got to upload, then you got to download, then you got to name the damn video, then you got to add the tags. It was like, I am not doing all that. So that's what made me go over to TikTok. But when I got kicked out of the TikTok world, like, they clearly doing a bunch of bullshit over on TikTok, and they don't like educated people redirecting people of color. They want people of color to keep drinking alcohol. They want people of color to keep braiding and braiding their hair and adding the extensions and avoiding their own hair. That's what they want you to do, because they know you're going to keep struggling. You're never going to obtain healthy hair if you keep adding the extensions, right? So I now realize a lot. One is that I love my hair, and I'm about to get off of here because I need to get going. You see how many they're trying to do? Trey in Burkina Faso. What? I need your hands on my hair. Sylvia, what state are you? I'm in Atlanta. Ooh, so check this out. I need help, Atlanta. Don't get mad at me for telling the truth, but this is facts about Atlanta. Atlanta is different. It tricked me. They tricked me out there. Because people in Atlanta look professional, but they're not. Like, for instance, I've been chasing the owner of Remedy Salons since last Thursday, and I still can't get them to return a phone call. I've texted them, they don't return texts, and I've emailed them. She responded twice, but she didn't went ghost. It's like the time management and the efficiency in Atlanta is very different than how I'm used to running business, but I'm looking for a private suite. I now realize that what I do, I need a private space, and I'm not ready to commit to signing a year lease. I don't even live out there full time. I live there part time. And I'm ready, Sylvia, to start taking new clients to expose you all to holistic hair care. Totally different than what you've ever experienced before. And your hair is going to last. This is something that you're not getting from your stylists. And the stylists don't even know about the longevity after they leave you, after you leave them, because they don't care enough about you to even call and check on you. Facts. So, Sylvia, I pray that I can secure a location because I'm out there all the time. So my friend just said, well, Tanya, since securing a location isn't going smoothly, why don't you just pull up to their houses? That's a problem for me because I've tried to do hair in people's homes and people don't clean the way I clean. Like I remember I did a client's hair in her kitchen and her sink was fucking filthy. And then I asked her, because I do consult with people before I pull up because I'm very particular and picky. And I asked her, I said, make sure there's zero dirty dishes in either sink. Because I remember one time I showed up for a client and her lazy ass just piled all the dirty dishes up into the other sink. Food spots was all around the sink. I was like, I can't work like this. And she didn't understand it. Then the other girl I was just telling you about had all kind of stains in the sink. So I had to ask her, did you clean the sink? Oh, that's a good idea. Jay, will you help me? I'm in Denver. I'm an only child. I ain't got no siblings and stuff. My aunties are crazy. I don't even talk to them, so I don't got no help. I gotta do everything by myself. And somebody did say to me, she was like, Tanya, you need to go buy you like a mobile home type situation. And you know, when you hear stuff for the first time, you think it's stupid. So I was like, that's stupid. Why would I go buy a mobile home and I got a salon? She was like, Tanya, because you could go on tour and you could post where you're heading next and people will book with you. And back then I was like, nah, that don't sound right, right? But that is a good idea to get me, but I guess I would have to win the lotto. I wish I had a dude that act right. All the men that I've tried to deal with, y'all, I caught them cheating. And I mean, every single last one of them, I caught them cheating with their lying asses. Caught them dead smack in a lie. And you've been lying about dealing with this other female. So this is why I refuse. I'm not doing that no more. Shoot, most women out here worrying about chasing a man for a relationship. I'm scared. Shoot, I'm scared to go in another relationship because I don't want to waste my time. I know my worth. You feel me? So wish maybe I started playing the lotto. So I'm hoping that I hit. And I don't even need $1 million. I just need about 10,000. I could probably go get me a nice little situation for y'all. And then I'm going to travel the world, which would be great. I love driving. And pull up on y'all. Because I don't really need a salon. My product works even without shampoo. And it does. It's so true. So that's a good idea. Erica, what you mean I hit the wall? You don't need a spouse. You need a business partner. No, I don't need no business partner either. I tried those. No, especially a female. Females get all in they feelings. I done hired 4 females and I fired all 4. You're never, ever gonna think that you're in control of my brand. Oh my God, it was some stuff. Miss Lori, shout out to Miss Lori. I didn't really fire her. We still talk to this day. Miss Lori is the only woman of color that actually came to me, not just posting about it on social media. She came to me and was like, let me help you. So back then, that was weird lingo. It's like, help me. Like, what you want? She didn't want nothing. She just was truly interested in helping me increase my professional image because I was so ghetto back before 2018, before I decided to become a hair care specialist instead of a stylist. I was super ghetto. I wore pajama type clothes, never put on makeup. My hair looked crazy as hell all the time. I smelled like cigarettes because I used to smoke cigarettes and have alcohol breath above the clients. I was super unprofessional. My spaces was all junky. I had 15 different things on my station, 12 bottles of products. It was a mess back then. But I did decide to what you call level up and realize I'm an only child, y'all. I'm not a team player at all. Only siblings. I had to do the research. Only somebody got some brothers and sisters want to play that team game. I'm very independently driven. I tend to do all things myself because as soon as I try and get somebody to stand next to me, they're not up to par. You feel me? So I just do it myself. So I'll do it. It's going to take me a minute. I'm patient. I've prayed on it, and I believe God is going to provide me with a whole bunch of money at one time, and I probably will get myself a mobile home so that I can pull up in y'all city and we can kick it. And you know I'm going to have good drinking water. I'll be selling my good drinking water in addition to the hair. I'll have all my products. I'll have all this right here. All these bottles are essential to your hair care approach. And I'm going to teach you how to pack it that gets it through to TSA as well. Ooh, see, I come with secrets and gems that your stylist just ain't got time for you for. Thank you, Kiki. My hair is holistic. I don't know what healthy means. So many girls call their hair healthy that use conditioner and heat protectant and protein and keratin and a Brazilian blowout and edge control and detanglers and serums and what else do y'all be putting in y'all's hair? And they call it healthy. So mine is called holistic. It's different. Oh, it's different. It's hydrated hair. It's not moisturized hair. My hair is not moisturized. I do not use conditioner. I'm going to say it again. I do not use conditioner. And y'all know your hair never flows like this when you use conditioner. So I'm not sure why. I'm even sick of asking y'all to buy the product and really don't care if anybody buys the product ever again because I know it works for me. It's killing it from behind the chair. Clients be really shell-shocked when I get done and then they feel their hair and they see how it's flowing and moving. Oh, they in like Flynn. At that point, I'd be like, see you back in too. Because they're not used to being pre-booked for their next session. They're just used to a stylist telling them, shoe fly, don't bother me. I just took your money. That ain't Miss Tanya. And I tell so many people, so many black women say to me, it's all about the money. Duh. It should be all about the money. But Miss Tanya ain't out here tricking y'all for the money. Miss Tanya ain't out here trying to convince you to do another hairstyle or chemical treatment for the money. Miss Tanya is out here providing you all with education for the money. Miss Tanya is out here providing you with alternative solutions for the money, not another product. I shouldn't say product because we do got to use products. Not another hairstyle. Straight hair, smooth hair, manageable hair is my style. Because that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That's all you need to do. Okay? All right, y'all. Now it's almost 11. I did my due diligence this week. Ooh, we've had over 3,000 watching this morning. That's what's up. Thanks, y'all, for your time. Hi, you need a good Jamaica, man. BB, man, what does BB mean? I ain't gonna lie. I might like me a Jamaican man. I will stand with you. I like your vibe. Tanya Leon, how old are you? Ugh. See, ladies, I'm having to also, I want to start teaching you ladies that are single. Now, some of you, like Miss Kimberly, are married, so this does not pertain to you. Only us single chicks. I had to learn what the law of attraction really means. And I'm going to tell y'all now, lashes has nothing to do with the law of attraction. Foundation has nothing to do with the law of attraction. Extensions has nothing to do with the law of attraction. The less you have on your body, the more attractive you are. I didn't know that. I thought the thicker my fake lashes were, I thought the longer my fingernails were, and I thought the longer my hair is, the more attractive I'm gonna be to a man. We got that shit all backwards. Even if your hair is nappy, a man is more attracted to you wearing your own hair than he ever will be with you in your extensions. And I didn't even know that till I did the research with these men. These men are some punks too, because they're scared to tell the truth. I know men that got women that talks about them behind their backs about how their heads be stinking because they wear their braids that long. And I think the women be thinking that because they don't smell it, that nobody else smells it, but their husband or the dude that they sleeping with has to smell that head funk every night. Got the pillow smelling funny. You got your head scarf, your bonnet. Do you know women been wearing bonnets for months and ain't washed it? It stinks. But back to the origin of the law of attraction. I appreciate all of the acknowledgments. It's not a compliment, it's an acknowledgement. It's different. Because I don't do things for attention, you feel me? I got this body because I care. You feel me? I got this hair because I care. I got this brand because I care, okay? Kiki or Key, where you at? Where you at? Delaware? I can come. I would love to pull up. So if any of y'all are really about it, because most of y'all I think are just yapping, be like Miss Kimberly. Miss Kimberly's down in Lake Worth, Florida, and she met me here on this YouTube. She's an esthetician. Go figure. Talk about sexy and divine. She ain't no competition for me because she don't do hair. Oh, what a amazing. Now that's a team. Now I said I'm individually driven, and I ain't gonna lie, I be scared to pair up because I've wasted so much of my time and money on trying to pair up with other women who have tricked me into thinking that they was really game and they really had discipline and motivation when in fact they was lazy, thinking that what I do is a come up. No, hair care is not a come up. It takes time. Just like healthy hair is not a one-time service. You can't book with a stylist and think you're gonna have healthy hair. Healthy hair is a lifestyle. Ooh. It's something you got to do every day for the rest of your life. You feel me? You're not going to switch up and stop. That's what you do when you hairstyle. You stop, switch up, and do something different, right? When you hair care and when you live in the silk pressed culture, I'm never going to braid my hair. I will never lock my hair. I will never let it air dry. There's just some things, and I can tell you why, that I'm not doing because I'm scared it's going to mess my hair up. Y'all feel me? Now, what I really need for y'all to do, if anybody really wants to help in Atlanta, I need to find an independent, not an independent, I need to find a private salon suite. And I need daily rates because my clientele base is here in Denver. I need to figure this out. I wouldn't mind going into a salon, but I've been into some of the salons in Atlanta and they're pretty dirty. I can't work in a dirty environment. It has to be clean. So I'm having a hard time finding an environment in Atlanta that is suitable to my particular needs. Just any old thing ain't gonna work for me. So this is where my clients that book with me, they benefit because I'm this picky that I use certain products. I don't use what's popular. Forget Design Essential, forget Mazzani, forget what other Cantu, all these popular products that are not good for our hair. So I'm looking for somebody to possibly help me find a private suite in Atlanta. I stay in Buckhead, so I prefer it to be near Buckhead or by the airport, one or the other. It can even be in Camp Creek, but I just need a private suite that I'm able to pay for one day or maybe two, because I'm not ready to commit to a week. I'm not out there yet, you know what I'm saying? So this is my only way I can figure out how to transition myself from Denver to Atlanta, because I've been wanting to leave Denver for a long time. My clients know this. But replacing a clientele base ain't like a job, ladies. You can't just decide to shake your clientele base in one state and then go set up shop in the next state. Clients done changed. Clients ain't just sitting in and not high-end clients. You got to show them. You got to promote and demonstrate what you're going to provide them, right? So, I didn't realize that. So it's like, dang. So now, like I said, I just need me, I got to figure it out. I keep praying every morning. I was praying this morning about, God, I need your directional support. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. Is this a sign that I should not be trying to expand my brand to Atlanta? Or are you trying to get me to divert from paying a soulless salon, or I mean a private salon? I'm not sure. God confuses me so much sometimes. So now I realize where our faith is strong, we have to admit our struggles to God in our prayers and then leave it alone, you know. So I'll let y'all know what's going down, but I'll pray that I get a location soon, because once I do, I'm gonna be going live on all my platforms to announce my huge, this is such a big boss move. I mean, there's so many individuals that are struggling at just running the one business they have in their home state. I'm getting ready to already have taken on managing clients down in Florida. And what I do is not easy. She hasn't even really spoken to her clients as much as I have. So the extra work that I'm doing is all in an effort to just provide women and expose you all to a new alternative solution called holistic hair care that's going to have you falling back in love with your hair. There's no hair loss here with me. You're not going to lose your edges with me. You're not going to end up with a bald spot on the top with me. I'm going to restore that. And we're going to talk about it on a holistic level so that we can identify the behavior that caused the hair loss. And listen, there's 9 different things that the research has shown that causes your hair to come away from your head faster than it needs to. So my level of care, it's unorthodox because I can't find nobody else that cares the way I do. So I'm gonna get off of here because I'm gonna get my stuff together. I don't even want to gamble anymore, because if I go back to the game floor, I'm probably gonna spend the little $180 that I came up here with last night. So I think I'm gonna just take that home with me, put it back, and I gotta go. Call is coming in. So I love y'all. Have an amazing day. And I'll see y'all back here in the next live. Deuces. And I love y'all.